typical bad kid, get into a lot of trouble. I was an angry kid. Only like most people don't know this about me. When I don't talk about my music, I was in foster care. I was adopted. You know, my biological mom was on drugs. Like I was born addicted, if that's what you want to say, because she was high as hell when she gave birth to me. I don't know who my dad is. Never met him before. You know, typical shit. I mean, I guess a lot of people can relate to it, but I don't really talk about it in my music because it's not my life, and I don't really want to dwell on that stuff. I like to be, you know, positive. I want to feel good. And as a kid, you know, my favorite rapper was Eminem, though. And if you listen to my music, it's nothing like the type of music he make, but I just related to him more, like how angry he was and the stuff he was saying about his mom. You know, he had problems with his mom and all that, and I just related to that more than other people. But other than Eminem, I listen to people like Nelly, Ludacris, who else? I like LL Cool J. I just like the fact they make songs that's entertaining. Like, I was entertained as a kid listening to them. You know, Luda had his flows, he was real animated with it. So, I was a 50 Cent fan. I like a lot of artists, but I listen to those artists as a kid a lot though. But yeah, I really got into music when I was probably like in the 10th grade though. Like I said, I used to get into a lot of trouble. Like I never calmed down. But in the 10th grade, I had to start going to therapy, and then it was called music therapy, and it just calmed me down a lot. So like that's how I really got into it. It was just soothing to me. Like that was my I guess my therapy, or like it would just soothe me and calm me down, like whatever. So that's how I really got into music though. I went to Fury Charter like on 20th and Chestnut, and then we used to have like everybody play around had like big ciphers, and you know I would hop in and I would be joking, but I would be rapping though, like, and it was entertaining. Like I said, it wasn't like lyrical. I wouldn't call myself a lyricist, but like, you know, but I would rap around though, and it was fun, and I enjoyed it, and everybody else did too. But like I said, I used to get into a lot of trouble in school, and you know, they didn't really know what to do with me, but they knew my, you know, they knew my past. They knew like my history of anger. I had a temper problem. They knew I was in foster care. I had trouble with my foster mom. They knew all that, whatever. And so they put me in therapy, and my therapist, he was cool. He was like a college student or whatever, but he had suggested that we start listening, you know, different type of music or whatever, and it really worked for me though. You know, everybody different. Like that worked for me. So like that's when I kind of realized that music was like my thing, like, or like the entertainment business was like my thing, because you know, I enjoy making people laugh. I just enjoy entertaining people. First song that I ever recorded was a song called Unity. And that's when I was trying to force myself to sound like your typical Philly rapper, like a Meek Mill or like a, you know, Joey Jihad and all them. I was forcing myself to try to really just be like a, what they call them, not a conscious rapper, but a street rapper or whatever. Because, you know, Philly embraced that type of stuff for real. But it just wasn't really, I wouldn't say it wasn't authentic, but it just wasn't me though. So I did it and I performed it before, and the crowd liked it, but I did not have fun doing it at all. I ain't had fun recording it, and I ain't had fun doing it at all. But after that, it was a song called Houdini. It was like a hyper, like, you know, more energy song or whatever. And what really influenced that? I mean, the song really wasn't really about nothing. It wasn't really about nothing. It was just like a song you could turn up to. But somebody that influenced it was probably like A$AP Ferg. The whole A$AP mob. Because at that time I was real big on A$AP Rocky. And so I guess you could say like they influenced that type of sound or whatever. As I grew as an artist and got older, I just found my own sound. And I feel like I don't really sound like nobody else. I got my own sound for it. It's real vibey, it's just like real wavy, real vibey. Cause I don't really consider myself a rapper. I just say I'm a vibe. Cause all my songs is like different vibes for real. You could just vibe out to it. You could smoke to it. You could shop to it. You can get fly to it. When you hear my music, I want you to just like want to get fly, be positive, and feel like you the man. Go get some money, be around beautiful women. And for the ladies, I just want y'all to feel good. Feel good. Dance, have fun with your homies. Like, man, I don't like nobody hustle. I respect everybody grind. I listen to all type of music. I'm not trying to say I'm like wholly, like the most positive person, but I try to like be more positive. With my music, I wanna show that you don't have to be talking about you selling drugs or killing people. I wanna be like a role model for these kids. Like, I work with kids. I really work with kids at Belmont Charter, 8 hours a day. And if y'all watch my video, Dion, I had some of the kids I work with in there. So like stuff like that, just showing them, just having like making them feel like they're a part of something. Cause no exaggeration, like they feel like I'm gonna be a star. Like they believe in me a lot. They tell me all the time, like, yo, I can't wait till you make it. You gonna be big. Because I look like one to them. Well, I look like a star to them already. I don't look like what they see every day, on their blocks or at home or whatever. So it feel good to me. I wanna get them something positive to look at, like. Yeah, this song that you can do something different, or if you want to do music, you don't gotta talk about selling drugs or all type of guns you got that you don't even got for real, just because you think that's what like they want to hear. So I like being a positive role model and had it, because I know these little kids look up to me. I feel like it's not really my duty, but I made it my duty to really get these little kids a positive role model to look up to, because they need that. I know they need that. Working with them, because kids bad, man, and they trouble, and they need like positive male role models at that around, for especially the young men. So. Fashion, I was always into it since high school. I always knew what was in and like what was like, what was nice or whatever to me, but I just couldn't afford shit in high school, so I wasn't the flyest boy in high school. I feel like that's why I care about my image so much now, because as a kid, being in foster care and all that, I used to have like one pair of sneakers for the whole year, like, and it would be some Air Forces at that, some white Jones. You know how hard it is to keep fucking some white Air Forces fresh. Them Jones creased like on the first step. So I feel like now, like in high school, like around 10th, 11th grade, that's when I really just started taking care of myself. That's when like Abercrombie was in and all that. And I actually used to work for Abercrombie too. I actually did a photo shoot for him before too. I was working at the one at Abercrombie. No, this how it happened. Funny story. I was in there shopping, right? Mm-hmm. And the manager was following me around. It's a true story too. She was following me around. And I see her following me around. I'm getting annoyed, so I stopped and I look at her. I'm like, yo, I'm not about to steal. I got money. So she was like, no, I'm like, don't take this wrong, but yo, like, you're very attractive to be dark skinned. Mind you, she's a white lady. So I took offense to it. I was like, wait, what you mean? And she was like, no, like, it's not. I don't. What she said? She said, I don't mean no offense, but you got like nice face structure or whatever. So she was just like, you got a job? And I was just like, nah. And she was like, you want to work? And I said, I don't care. So I started working there, and then she told me one time they had casting calls for models. I went to one John, and I did a photo shoot for him. It was fun, but I didn't like it because I had to shave all my facial hair, like all my pubic hair, all that shit. I ain't really like none of that shit. So like that was it. So that's how I felt like. I guess like some people say, well, call me a model. I don't think I'm really a model, but I just take good pictures for real. But I guess that's how that started for me, for real. But and I feel like 10th, 11th grade is when I really started creating my own image though. But afterwards, I guess some inspiration fashion-wise, like I said, I was a real big A$AP Rocky fan. I just like how the Rip, like, me personally, I feel like, even though Rip jeans been out, but I feel like he brought that shit back. Like, he had the Rip jeans with the forces, with the grills and all that, and the braids and all. Like, nobody, like, that's when everybody's rocking the fake ass curly top and shit. He had the braids and all that. and he was just fly though. But him, who else? Kanye. Honestly, I don't really look at a lot of people image-wise because I feel like I got my own image, and then they're more high-end fashion. Like I'm more of just like styling, whatever. Like I'll wear anything, but cause I know I can make it look good or whatever. Like I thrift a lot. Most of my stuff come from like thrifting and Zara, for real. Or I be on ASOS a lot too. But I just know how to put different shit together or whatever. And most people be looking at me thinking I spend a lot of money on my gear. I really don't though. So, but I feel like once I get rich, that shit'll probably change though. So I can afford that shit.
Right.
So right now, you know, I just make like whatever I got work. And I feel like I do good at it. My whole life shifted when I was 18. So I'm fast forward when I was 19. I'm just somewhat getting kind of settled, you know, stable-wise, with stability, place to live, saving money, and I found out I was about to be a father. So at this time, I'm panicking. Like I'm 19. I'm struggling being a man. I don't know how I'm about to be a father to somebody. I'm struggling to take care of myself. But you know, I had to man up, you know, take care of my responsibilities. I ain't the type that's gonna try to force nobody to get an abortion, none of that or whatever. So, fast forward a couple months later, we had our first ultrasound, and we found out we about to have a girl. And then they leave out and come back and tell us there's something wrong with her spine. So we there waiting, we see all these doctors, and then they tell us that she's diagnosed with something called spina bifida. So my heart just dropped. You know, it's just like, in my mind, I'm like, damn, it's just always something like fucked up happening to me. Like, why? Like, I'm like, damn, why does it gotta be me? There's always something. So, but at this time, I'm trying to stay positive, because the doctor telling us, like, you know, she don't have it's not a high case of it or whatever, but it's a chance that she might not walk. She could have brain, you know, mental issues or whatever, brain issues. So they telling, I'm 19, like, I'm a teenager. Like they telling me all this, I don't know how to handle it. And then, you know, like my kid mom, she's sitting there, she crying, she's scared. But they do tell us that they can give her a surgery. Well, basically, like what spina bifida is, it's like whatever's wrapped around, like your spine, and it's something like something wrapped around everybody's spine. It was an opening in the middle part of her spine, and it was dripping all this fluid out, and the fluid could have get her brain issues. It was a chance that she wasn't gonna walk, you know, all that or whatever. So they told us like they can have a surgery now while she in her mom's womb, or we can wait until she was born. But if we were to wait, could it got worse. And then she's scared, but I'm trying to like, not force it, but I'm trying to like, you know, persuade her to get the surgery now, because, you know, it could save our daughter. But it was chances that something could have happened to Zoe during the surgery. Like it could have went wrong for my daughter's mom. But you know, we were just positive about the situation, so we got the surgery. It went good. It took like 20 minutes for real. But it was crazy. It's crazy that they can cut like a wound, like cut your stomach and take your baby out and do the surgery and then put her back in there. Like I ain't know that was possible for real. But it definitely was scary though, and it was a lot. And you know, we still like to this day, like we still like kind of dealing with it. She had to get a surgery last like 2 weeks ago. My daughter Zoe Maya Majet, that's her name. She had to get a surgery 2 weeks ago on her ankle because there was some fluid building up on her ankle. But you know, that went well. Besides that, she healthy. She walks fine. You know, she's smart. She don't really have no physical problems. She do whatever, like she do what other kids do. Not now, cause she in the cast, but she's strong though. Man, it was Zoe. Man, she a good kid. She 5 now. She's smart. She caring. Like she swear she take care of me. Like I'm tired. Like I could be tired. She'll walk up to me and just like, well, like I'm laying down, and she'll just hold me and like go like just pet my just pet me like I'm a dog or something. And but she funny. smart, and she real chill though. Like if she was here, she'd be sitting here chilling, like just watching this dude, like just doing what we doing. Like she had my personality, but her chillness and her quietness, she get it from her mom, cause her mom like reserved and just like just calm, cool, and collected.
You gonna open it for me? You want me to open it?
She ain't scared of nothing though. She got all the confidence in the world.
She got a kiss.
She's like, if we walk by a car and she see her reflection, she stopping and looking at herself. Like all through to the side. Like she love herself and she a happy kid though. Like she just happy.